to know about me is that I no longer allow my past to justify the reasons why I do the things that I used to do, and that I'm not the same person that you may have thought I was, or that you thought you knew me as, and that I'm constantly changing on an everyday basis. So even though you may have knew me yesterday, today I might be a little more grown than where I was. Because I don't want to say different. It's not really different. It's just like I have elevated myself in a way to where I know how to act more so, instead of just acting out of my anger and my aggression. Now I know how to channel it in different ways.
I guess I want people to know that I'm scared every day because I don't know what's gonna happen, and that even though I don't know what's next for me, I'm always working hard to do whatever I need to do that day, and that I'll do anything for my family.
Love my family no matter what, and I am a very happy person with what I have. I don't try to go for lots of glorious material and expect for my situation to be at a very high pace with many ways. I'm just a person that loves to have what I need, and I'll be very happy.
What I want people to know about me is I'm not perfect, nor will I ever be. I am strong, but I also can be vulnerable at times. I am wise beyond my years, but I'm still learning a lot about life. I learned that I'm not alone and that I do belong here.
I'm very ambitious. Like, if what I want is what I'll get. Not in a bad way. Just like, if I want it, I'll get it, no matter what it takes.
What I want people to know about me is that I'm a work in progress every single day. That sometimes, I try to keep control of everything around me, and I want to be perfect, but I'm not, and that's perfectly fine. And I just love to love and be loved back, and I just love to be happy, and I think that's one thing that I'm pretty sure you can tell, but I'm just a very empathetic, emotional person, and I just love nature so much. And same, I love my family, my husband, I call him my stronger half. But I just want people to know that I'm a work in progress every day.
pues es difícil seguir tu vida en un país que hablan otro idioma. Bueno, pues ya últimamente se escucha mucho el español, pero aún así hay personas que te ven así como que porque hablas español si estás en Estados Unidos. Pero a veces uno piensa pues el mundo va a cambiar, la vida cambia y pues pero hay muchas personas que a lo mejor no quieren cambiar.
Being in my family, like my parents never taught me Spanish or anything. Like I don't know anything about my culture, and like coming here, it was a huge culture shock for me because everybody would expect me to speak Spanish and like automatically talk to me in Spanish, and I'd feel embarrassed being like, oh, like no hablo español.
Mhm.
And I feel like that mural to me kind of shows like a little bit of my background of who not I'm supposed to be, but where I come from.
I did have bullying during elementary and middle school. The way I would dress, the way I would speak, the fact that I didn't know how to speak Spanish at the beginning because my mom chose not to speak to us Spanish, and even though my father, he only speaks Spanish, my biological father wasn't around us as much. And you know, as a 2, 3-year-old, even 4 or 5, if someone's not there with you enough time, the memories, they blur away as time goes by. And so my elementary and some of my middle school years, a lot of people would make fun of me just because I didn't know how to speak Spanish and the way I would dress.
People was trying to tell me who I was, so I took on that role because everybody was saying it. So if enough people say it, you're going to believe that it's you. And then eventually I had to look at myself in the mirror and realize that it's not me. So it's like write down who you know you are and say it to yourself daily, so that way when society tries to tell you who you are, you could be like, no, this is who I am and I'm going to stick to it.